to Inside South Florida. In 2024, the U.S. endured $27 billion weather events, nearly one every 13 days. Now that's compared to one every 82 days in just in 1980s. Now the National Insurance Crime Bureau, also known as NICB, is urging residents in storm-prone areas to really prepare now by identifying trustworthy contractors before disaster strikes. Okay. Now the NICB's president and CEO David Glaoui is joining us now with insights on how to avoid fraud after a natural disaster. David, this is such an important topic, especially right here in South Florida. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So how is the increase in catastrophic weather impacting homeowners, beyond the immediate damage?
Yeah, as you mentioned, that we're seeing catastrophic weather events throughout the United States that are costing billions of dollars to the communities. In Florida in 2024, from Hurricanes Helene and Milton, you had $5.2 billion in losses, and you seem to be getting hit over and over again on an annual basis. And what we find is these criminal, fraudulent actors, these are criminal businesses, come into communities to go after the insurance money that comes to rebuild people's lives. There's billions of dollars that flow into these communities to rebuild people's lives, and it's an opportunity for these criminal businesses to target the victims of these catastrophic events.
Yeah, well, the NICB has roots on the ground after major disasters. Now, can you walk us through what your teams do and how they can help prevent fraud in the chaos?
The National Insurance Crime Bureau has been around for 115 years. We are the hub for information sharing and intelligence between the insurance carriers, because we have over 1,300 insurance carriers, and federal, state, and local law enforcement. We have billions of records of claims data, fraudulent claims, and actors that operate in that ecosystem of intelligence. We pass that information on directly to law enforcement to target these criminal organizations, to prosecute them, and hopefully stop the fraud before it occurs.
Very interesting. But with hurricane season about to begin and, of course, wildfire risk increasing, what steps should our viewers be taking to prepare and to protect themselves from those scammers?
First thing, you should always have 3 days of food and water. Make sure your battery-operated devices, your cell phones, are fully charged. If you can get out of harm's way, of a hurricane or a wind event's approaching, get out of the area. One thing that we've seen as a follow-up to the LA County fires is make sure your policies are up to date, that your coverages are high enough for replacement value. Due to inflation over the last 3 or 4 years, your policies may not have enough to replace your valuable or your home. So make sure that your coverage is in place. Contact your insurance carrier. After you've been hit by a catastrophic event, go through the process of getting multiple bids, vet your contractors out, use websites, word of mouth to your neighbors. And most states have regulatory websites that can identify the criminal actors that are operating. So go through a slow and methodical process. It's going to take time to rebuild. It's not going to happen overnight. Go slow, methodical, get 3 bids, vet your contractors out, make sure you have a good contract and a low down payment. You do not want to pay a large cash down payment to a contractor.
With all of this being said, David, I think a lot of viewers are taking notes, but when it happens, we do need the help. So where can we get some more info?
You can go to our website at nicb.org. That's nicb.org. And of course, if you have a criminal actor that's on your property or committing a fraud, call 911, call your local law enforcement.
Awesome. David, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for having me.